What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to today's news roundup. I'm going to be bringing you guys a massive story about Michael Edwards, a little bit more information on Jurgen Klopp's thoughts ahead of the game against Chelsea, who's back training, who's back fit, and a few other bits and pieces along the way. As always, though, we want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video, and most importantly, please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. So, the big news over the last hour or so, Fabrizio Romano posted that Liverpool did indeed make contact over the weekend with Michael Edwards about returning to the football club in a more senior role than the one that he once held. Unfortunately, it looks as though those offers have so far been rebuffed. Michael Edwards has no interest in returning to a more senior role at the club as of now, and I find that really disappointing, to be honest. Now, look, he has got a new business, as I've said before. Himself and Dr. Ian Graham have an analytics company called Ludonautics Limited, which is now working with Bolton Wanderers and are actually investors in Bolton Wanderers. So we did tell you guys this previously, that I didn't know if they did reach out and he would come back in because he has this new project with Ian Graham. It's disappointing because for me, and I'm sure for most of you guys, Michael Edwards and that familiarity would have been a good bridge between Jurgen Klopp leaving, a new sporting director, a new manager, and a new vision and a new pathway for the football club. And sometimes, if you can lessen the blow of these things, us fans would feel a little bit better. But as of right now, and as per Fabrizio Romano, he has rebuffed Liverpool's offers. So I want to know how you guys feel about that. I can't help but feel a little bit disappointed because it would have helped. It certainly would have helped me feel a little bit more stressed or a little bit less worried about the bridge between Jurgen Klopp, a new manager, and a new sporting director. But as of right now, we don't have anybody ready to fulfill that role. Although there is talk of the guy from Bournemouth, their sporting director, somebody Liverpool are apparently looking at as well. But right now, the big news is Michael Edwards has rebuffed Liverpool's offers of returning to the football club in a more senior role. A few other bits and pieces to talk about regarding transfers as well. Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool have apparently sent scouts to look at Tosin Adebayo, who is Fulham's centre-back. They were impressed with him playing against us in the League Cup, and they're going to keep monitoring him with maybe a view to joining Liverpool in the summer. As you know, we do have a need for a centre-back, but right now, I'm going to take every transfer talk story with a pinch of salt because who knows what a new manager coming in will want, who knows what direction they'll want to go, and who knows who they'll fancy and not really fancy in the club. So I'm going to take all the transfer stories at the moment with a massive pinch of salt. A bit of a heads up with regards to our clash with Arsenal at the weekend. They've only gone and done it again. The PGMOL. It's almost like they're trying to taunt us, as I keep saying. So I've no problem with the referee for the game against Arsenal. Anthony Taylor will be the man in the middle. I've got no problem with him refereeing us personally. But it's VAR. Who do you think's on VAR? And good news, it isn't Tierney, but it is David Coote. And just for once, PGMOL and Howard Webb, just once, why can't we have a game in London against a big team and not have to worry about a referee or a VAR? Why is it always Tierney or Coote or Atwell? There have to be somewhere in the group of referees when we play a big game at the top of the league table. It's just getting old at this point, but it is what it is, and we're going to have to roll with the punches. So, just to confirm, Anthony Taylor will be the referee on Sunday against Arsenal, and David Coote will be your VAR official. So, get your thoughts in early, because I know I'm certainly annoyed about it. Rafael Benitez has been speaking about Liverpool Football Club, the situation with Jurgen Klopp and the inside of the football club. And this is what Rafa's had to say. I have an advantage, which is that I have people in Liverpool and also people at the club. So more or less, I know how it has happened. I know something else from inside, and it has more merit than being there. He goes and speaks up, giving the club time to reorganise. I don't really know what to take from what Rafa has said there. I don't really know what to read into what he said. Does he think there's more to this than meets the eye? Honestly, I don't know. But that's the man's quote, so I guess you can read into it whatever you think yourself. Another one from Liverpool, Tim Steidten, who's West Ham sporting director. He's apparently been looked at by Liverpool as well in our search for a sporting director. He was the one who appointed Xabi Alonso to his role as manager at Bayer Leverkusen. So, look, I'm going to say it. If Liverpool do indeed go after Tim Steidten and bring him in, I mean, can we have any bigger of a clue that they're going to bring in Xabi Alonso? Because if they bring in the guy who appointed Alonso, I'm not going to say it out loud. It means that they're looking to bring Alonso in. Surely that's what we can figure out and garner from that bit of information. That comes from Ian Doyle of the Echo. Neil Jones speaking or giving quotes on Klopp about VVD, Trent and Salah situation with regards to their contract. This is what he said. And I like this, by the way. It's a bit reassuring from Kloppo. There's enough time to do everything. These players love to be here. Don't forget that. All fine. Don't worry. The boys love this place. I know that for a fact. Thank you, Jurgen, for coming out with that, by the way, because that's one thing that has certainly worried me, and I know many other Liverpool fans over the last 48 hours, is the thoughts of losing one of the star players on top of losing the manager. But, you know, whilst this doesn't mean they're absolutely going to sign new deals, at least it's reassuring that Kloppo knows the guys' love for the club, how much they like being here and how much they like playing for Liverpool. So that'll certainly help. But, you know, we still need to hope we get those contracts sorted out. Jurgen Klopp was also speaking a little bit about the future of Liverpool after he leaves, and he said, the only annoying part is you, the media. I wasn't talking to you guys directly there, sorry. This is Klopp speaking, not me. I don't find you guys annoying at all. Except you, Paul. You're very annoying. There has to be somebody called Paul watching this, right? Anyway, he said, the only annoying part is you, the media. Why do they do that? Why don't they do that? It's all fine, don't worry. The boys love this place. I know that for a fact. When what will happen, we will see. I don't know what that means, but there you go. Julian Ward is also apparently a candidate for Manchester United's sporting director role, so perhaps keep an eye on that one. Another little bit of information on Kai Havertz, by the way. This one's a bit strange, but it's something David Ornstein came out with. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Kai Havertz is apparently on a basic wage at Arsenal of, are you ready? £275,000 a week. That's his basic salary at Arsenal. So he's on 275 grand a week. Their wingers on what? Three Saka's on 350 grand a week. And we're supposed to believe Liverpool can't afford to pay some of the big wages as well. But there you go. Kai Havertz, ladies and gentlemen, £275,000 a week. But Mohamed Salah had to basically rewrite the history books to get 350 grand out of John W. Henry. So that's just a little insight into what other players are getting paid and why perhaps our boys are quietly asking why can't we get the money maybe that some of the other big teams are dishing out to their players, especially the ones that have proven it. So that is pretty much it for me at the moment, my friends. A little bit disappointing to hear about the Michael Edwards story. The last line of that from Fabrizio, though, and I want to read it out to you again. Exclusive, Liverpool have made contact with Michael Edwards over the weekend. FSG's plan was to offer him to be in charge of the whole restructuring of the club. Understand Edwards has rejected Liverpool proposal as he's not interested even in a move at a more senior role as of today. Now, I don't know if the as of today part actually means anything, or if we're expecting Liverpool to go back in maybe and give Michael Edwards more money, more power. I don't know what there, but maybe I'm reading too much into it. But as I've said at the start of the video, as of right now, Michael Edwards has turned down the opportunity to come back to the football club. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about that. And I will see you guys tonight at about 6:15 for a live show right here before we head over the top of the league for a watch-along of Arsenal's game. So I'll catch you guys later on. Looking forward to reading your thoughts on everything I spoke about today. Drop a like, but most importantly, do hit that subscribe button. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.